But as the power turns back on for thousands of people in the metro, it is presenting a new problem, even costing one family their home. 41 Action News reporter Andres Gutierrez joining us live now in South Kansas City. And Andres, power surges have sparked at least one fire.
It has, Mike. This house tonight is boarded up. You can see the charred insulation here in the front yard. Neighbors alerted the homeowner here to this fire. This is just one of many storm-related calls that KCFD has responded to. Today, insurance and restoration companies were at this South Kansas City home as Tom Taylor and his relatives salvaged what they could after a fire destroyed 53 years worth of memories.
We had a situation where when the power crew turned the power back on, a surge caused a fire in a house.
The Kansas City Fire Department told 41 Action News they've seen a 30% uptick in calls as a result of the weekend storm.
2 instances on Sunday alone where we had the power turned back on and the people had been cooking when the power went off. And they left their stoves on, which resulted in a fire in the kitchen.
The winter storm has kept fire departments around the metro busy. In Overland Park, there were 90 calls related to electrical issues over the weekend. On Saturday in Northeast Johnson County, firefighters responded to 125 storm-related calls, and more than half of the 174 alarms in Independence were because of the weather. A majority of them due to down power lines.
The higher the power line is on the pole, the more voltage it takes or it contains, but we don't care. We treat them all exactly the same because they'll all kill you.
Some folks without power are relying on generators. While they need to be properly ventilated, homeowners also need to realize this.
Sometimes if they're not installed properly, the power goes back into the grid. So even though if the neighborhood has zero power, that line may be charged.
Using stoves and ovens as heat sources is also frowned upon. Space heaters are a good alternative, but also come with their own hazards.
You're not supposed to plug those into extension cords. They're plugged directly in the wall. Make sure you keep things at least 3 feet away from the smoke detector or from the space heater.
And now another tip, if you lose power, you'll want to unplug all your electronics just to make sure they aren't fried during a surge when the power does come back on. Reporting live in South Kansas City tonight, Andres Gutierrez, 41 Action News.